What's going on? How's everyone doing today? What's happening with every single one of you? Where you at? We are live right here on the YouTube station. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's happening with y'all? Where are you? Just put yourself in the comment below. Let us know where you're watching us from. If you're watching the replay. Guys, if you don't know us by now, this is Moses Adesimilolu.
Hey, this is LaShawn Adesimilolu.
And we are the founders of Rise Business Solutions.
Solutions.
What do we do at Rise Business? We help motivated, we help inspired, we help enthusiastic, we help wealth-driven, self-driven, fast-paced learner individuals who are looking to level up their life to get to the next level to start a tax business.
That's right.
Guys, we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to drop real quick what it takes to become an entrepreneur. Guys, what do you have what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur? Do you have the grit?
Do you have the
grit to
what
become a successful entrepreneur?
Youngstown, Ohio. Welcome in the room. Welcome, everybody. We appreciate all of the tax professionals who are taking time away during the tax season to come here and be with us.
Yes,
welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Guys, we're talking about grit today. As you guys know, as an entrepreneur, it's hard out here in these streets, right? It can be difficult to just keep going and keep having a positive mindset. So today we want to get into 5 characteristics of grit, what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur.
You know, the 5 legs that this don't have to be categorized accordingly, but this is something that is a 5 leg that you will use to actually put yourself to the next level. You will use to actually tell yourself that, look, I'm not settling for less.
Right.
I'm not settling for anything below my standards.
That's right.
So you're going to push yourself out of your comfort zone and get this. Now, we're about to get into it, y'all. The first one is
courage.
Ooh.
It takes a tremendous amount of courage to be an entrepreneur. You have to be willing to put yourself out of your comfort zone. You have to have confidence or even fake confidence before you actually even feel confident, right?
I mean, you have to really tell yourself that you are courageous. Like, you have to psych yourself. Like,
right.
Guys, before I ever started even filing taxes, right, I would go to different places to apply for a job and just look for just that chance to working a 9 to 5. I have my bachelor's in accounting, my master's, my MBA. So I'm like, hey, give me the chance to live the American dream, right? I'm telling y'all, look, it wasn't even just like that because nobody was giving me a chance to just show that I'm an asset. So really, I had to be courageous. I had to tell myself that, look, I'm gonna start my own business and I'm gonna provide jobs for other people who are not given the opportunity. And then voila, look at this. Here I am today. The courage that I told myself right there, the courage that I had with myself right then is what pushed me to the level that I'm at right now, to where I'm not running my businesses. I don't have to work for nobody else. I could be at home with my children. I could do this video right now with my children right here, and you don't got to say nothing because that's just part of it. This is part of having the courage to just go out there and do things. We were thinking about this, like, man, how are we going to do it with a baby right here playing around? But we had to get that courage, y'all. Like, seriously, we had to get that courage. And you say, you know what, we're going to go live on YouTube on our business page with the infant right here, and what?
And
courage.
Right. So it takes a lot of courage to be an entrepreneur. Not just with being comfortable to put yourself out there when, like, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And so that requires a lot of courage. Even talking to clients sometimes. When you're new to the industry and you get in front of a client, sometimes you might be worried about, are you going to say the right things? What is the client going to ask? And really, what is this person going to think about me? So having the courage to push past your comfort zone, not really care what people think about you, and still keep showing up. Do you guys agree? If so, let me know in the comments. Courage is definitely something you need to succeed as an entrepreneur.
I mean, it goes a long way, y'all. Like having having that courage within yourself, and like LaShawn said earlier, even though that courage might be seem a little hard to find, sometimes you just have to fake it. You
You
just
just
have
have
to
to
just be like,
feel the
I
fear and
have the
do it
courage.
anyway.
I have the courage to go out there. I remember when I first started, doing this taxes thing, and I didn't really know much about the tax laws. I didn't really know much about, what I was doing. But I'll just tell the client that, look, I got you. It's okay. I had a team, I had a mentors behind me who's been doing this long enough, who were able to show me the rope and have been able to help me. So I use that courage. So sometimes you don't have to necessarily have the courage, but if you just believe, you just believe that in yourself, that I got this, I have the courage to do this. You're gonna go out there and be great. That's
That's
number
right.
one.
Number
Number two,
two,
go ahead.
conscientiousness.
Mm,
Conscientiousness.
conscientiousness.
That's wanting to do the right thing, right? Wanting to do it well, being careful. And in entrepreneurship, we have to want to do the things that we do, right? We actually have to want to be careful and want to do it right. As tax professionals, when you get a new client, you have to want to actually do a good job on the return. Be detailed. Make sure you don't miss anything. Do the right thing for this client. There are people who will do anything in this industry, and you guys might know them, and they won't succeed because they don't have that. They don't have that feeling of, okay, I'm going to treat this client right. I'm not going to do anything that's going to cause damage to myself or to this person. When you don't have that, it's just a law of karma, right? You're destined to have that come back to you. So this is a really, really important one. And it's like one of the ways you know if you're going to succeed or not is, do you care about actually doing a good job at what you do?
Yeah, like seriously, you guys, a lot of you are tax preparers on here. You know about filing the taxes of the people. It's very important to be very, very detail oriented because a little number could throw something off.
That's right.
I've heard a situation where it was a tax preparer and she was getting a lot of clients and she really wasn't focusing on what she was putting in, and she put in somebody's W-2, and what she did after the number that she put in on the W-2 did not match her actual wages that was sent to the IRS. So the lady got paid, and then when the IRS audited her, they found out that the numbers didn't match, and then now the preparer was, has a bad rep for somebody who's not being conscientious.
Right.
So she wasn't being thorough with her job. That's why it's very, very important to have the thoracity, be conscientious with your job. Like seriously, sometimes you can make up some words.
Make up some
And
words.
it's gonna sound good too. Like be really conscientious with your job because it goes a long way. It's people are gonna look at you as the expert, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna refer you more people because now you have actually been detailed oriented and been able to service them in a great way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
So if you are just joining us, guys, we're talking about 5 things you need to succeed as an entrepreneur. The first one was courage. Second one was conscientiousness. The third one is, and I'm sure all you guys know, is perseverance. Is being able to do this over and over, day after day, and not giving up. Now, I have been in the tax industry for 7 years now, guys, and these first couple months are very trying. If you guys know, by the time you get to February, when people are calling you, and then they're calling you to check on their refund, and then you have team members calling you, it can get kind of stressful. So you have to be willing to just keep pushing past it day after day, sticking to your daily schedule, saying, I'm going to get this done regardless. Today, I'm going to definitely talk to 10 people. I'm going to tell them about what I do. I'm going to put in that tax return. The person text me and email me all the information. I'm going to get it done. So having that perseverance is you're going to succeed eventually, right? It's like you plant a seed and you every day you're watering it and you're giving it love. Eventually, it is going to bloom into something. So definitely have that perseverance and keep watering seeds.
Keep watering the seeds. Like, look, it's a great story about the bamboo tree, right? The bamboo tree takes 5 years to actually sprout up and grow. So it was a guy that had the bamboo tree farm, and what he'll do, he'll get out every day and he'll water the plant. he'll just keep watering the soil, keep watering, keep watering. And people will look at him and say, what are you doing? You haven't had anything germinate all this while. You keep watering and watering. What are you doing? And he says, you know what? I'm watering my seed because when it germinates, it's gonna stand so tall.
Ooh.
And by him actually doing that, they just laughed and just kept it moving. And sure enough, 5 years later, when it was time for that bamboo tree to germinate and grow, boom, that thing went up.
You know what? That made me think of
Straight
the
up.
story of like Noah in the Bible. Even though people were doubting him, when he was collecting all his farm animals, or all his animals, and bringing them to the boat and building the ark, and everybody was like, Noah, what you're doing? It hasn't rained in years or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm still going to do it. And every day he did it. And then when that big flood came, he was able to reap the benefits of that. Now I know it's just a story, whether you believe it or not.
Seriously, like that kind of story. The metaphorically, if we look at that about how human beings are, about how we all are, right? We all are trying to be better every single day, no matter what it is that we're doing. We all are trying to be better, and we're all looking for happiness, right? The more that we keep on working towards that, the more that we keep on pushing on it, the more that we keep on being perseverance towards what we're doing,
right?
We will eventually get that. We will eventually reap that benefits because guess what? Whether we like it or not, in the next few hours, it's going to get dark. Whether we like it or not, it's going to get dark. Whether we like it or not, after a while, after our bodies have, worked so much, we will rest. This is just what it is. So whether we like it or not, if we keep on doing something, we keep on pushing at it, we keep on focusing on it, we keep on believing on it and ourselves, we will eventually get to the state of life. We will eventually get to the state of reaping the benefits. Right. That's why perseverance is very, very important for anybody, but it's most especially an entrepreneur because guess what? You ain't looking for nobody to cut you no check. Right. You have to go out there and go get that check. Right. So you're not looking for no job to pay you no salary. You got to go out there and create the jobs and create salaries for other people. So you got to be perseverant.
Perseverance. Okay. The next one is resilience. And resilience is basically the ability to bounce back when you experience something negative, right? So many situations when we have to deal with this as entrepreneurs. But I remember for me, one time I was requested to speak at a podcast. And this was before I was really comfortable speaking, right? And I remember I got so nervous, even though I've done this so many times, I just started sweating so hard, right? And I was like, oh man, I'm so nervous. I'm sweating. The camera was rolling. And, I was like, I'm never doing that again because I was all in my head worrying about how I'm perceived by the other person, right? And I'm like, you know what? That's not my thing. I'm never going to do it again. But having that resilience to say, you know what? That was a bad time, but that is not the only time, right? I'm ready to fight another day. Anytime we experience something negative like that, whatever it is for you, we have to have that ability to practice resilience and continue to bounce back and fight another day.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
It's very important because and that story is true because I was right there and I saw the video and she was like, I don't know about this video of sweating. I'm just like, look, you're giving information. The information that you're giving is valuable. Like, come on. Like, you are giving some real good juices right now. You worry about how you look is the least of your problems because you're already giving information. And with her being resilient and not even looking at that, has even helped her right now. Will this somebody ever hit you up from that video and say they want to work with you?
They did. They definitely hit me up. And now look at me going live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live everywhere.
I mean, come on now. When you are resilient, you are not. You are like somebody who has a shock absorber for stress. You see, this is what I like. This is what I say. When you become resilient to things, you become having a shock absorber to any negativity. Like what I mean by that is, you know what a shock absorber is? It bounces back. So anything that's trying to penetrate is like, and then it pushes it back. So nothing can ever come into you. Nothing can even get you out of your. Nothing can even get you out of your essence, your true self, your belief. And when you're an entrepreneur, when people tell you no, you don't. That's not really no. That means new opportunity. So when you're going through all this hard times as being an entrepreneur, you're trying to get those sales, you're pushing it. Just keep on pushing it because what you are doing is you are planting that seed and you are watering those seeds. So any single no that you get is new opportunity. So you go to the next person to tell them the same story that you told the next person,
Right.
and then you keep on, you know, pushing it and modifying your story and believing in yourself. Trust me, somebody is going to say yes,
Yeah.
and that yes might be that breakthrough.
That's right.
For
That's
real.
right. Do you guys agree? As entrepreneurs, as taxpreneurs, have you had situations that made you be resilient? Let us know us in the comments. Y'all, parent life, right?
It's all good.
So the last one, the last thing that we're going to talk about today is having passion, right? This is the last one, but I think it's one of the most important. You must have passion for what it is you're doing, right? Every day when you wake up, you need to feel good about what you're doing. Because when you feel good about what you're doing, it's not going to be work. It's just going to be something that you do and you love to do it. So we want to talk about Dharma with that.
Yeah, so let's get into a little more philosophy here, right? So when you have a passion for something, right, that's just your philosophical way, your philosophical structure. Trust me, anything that you actually like effortlessly, it's because you're supposed to be doing that. That's why you like that effortlessly. And when she was saying about Dharma, that's actually your Dharma. So when you have a passion for something, that's your Dharma. And what I mean by Dharma is when you are living your true purpose, when you are living your true essence, when you are living your truth. Like seriously, y'all, how many of us on here that's watched this video, that's watching the replay, is actually living our truth? And what I mean by living your truth is when you actually liberated, when you're actually living your life that you want to live, you're actually living your best life. You are not really hating your job, you are not hating your life, you are not hating your situation. You are actually living your truth. And when you are doing that, you are in your dharma. And when you are in your dharma, you are doing things that are in accordance with your life. You are doing things that are in accordance with the laws of nature. See, us speaking now and you listening, it's a law of nature. Because you have the ears, you are listening, and we are speaking with the voice right now. So when you are in total accordance with the laws of nature, this is just part of it. There's multiple laws of nature, but your dharma puts you in accordance with laws of nature to where now you are actually moving in an effortless way and following your passion. That's why they say follow your passion because whatever you have a passion for, if it's making videos, if it's helping people, if it's taking care of people, whatever, if it's playing music, I challenge every single one of you that's watching this right now to start to do that, even if you're just going to do it as a hobby. Trust me, when you follow your passion, there is monetary benefits that's behind that. That's why a lot of people out here, you say, whoa, that's a great artist. And he's making a whole lot of money because that person actually followed his or her passion. And that person is actually living their dharma to where now money just comes in.
Right.
It doesn't have to be strained to get the money now. It just becomes an effortless thing as the money rolls in because now you are living your dharma. The money is just a result of you living your passion.
Exactly. And you can tell when you're passionate about something when you're doing something and you forget how much time you've been doing it, like time just stands still. You're really good at it. Maybe people tell you, you help me in this way so often. That's a good way to know what you're passionate about. And you can use basically anything in entrepreneurship to fulfill your passion. Let's say your passion is speaking with people one to one. Find more ways to speak with people. If your passion is helping people, maybe you want to be a coach. And I feel like in this industry, the tax industry, it has really helped me align with my purpose. to help people, to coach people, to leave. When people come to me, I want them to leave better off than where they came. And it gives me passion to see other people coming up. So when you realize what your passion is, you'll know because you'll be good at it and you'll be able to help other people and you'll start to see the money coming in and everything will just start, being smooth and effortless. That's how you know that you're in your passion. And that's the goal. That's what we want to get to is that feeling every single day.
Like seriously, that's the goal. So guys, we just want to quickly recap on these points that we have dropped for y'all. The first one, the characteristics. Now, these are characteristics of grit, like having that willpower, having that beast mode, having that go-getter attitude. You know what I'm saying? First is courage. You gotta be courageous. Like it's not even for the weak heart. You gotta be courageous. Gotta be beast mode. Second is conscientiousness. Conscientiousness. Basically, you gotta be thorough. You gotta be a thoroughbred. You gotta be detailed oriented. You gotta give it your all. Every single client that you are dealing with, because every single client that you are dealing with is a potential multiple clients. So you gotta take care of that and make sure that they're very valuable. Number three is perseverance. You just gotta be perseverant. You gotta really go out there and get it. Don't ever listen to anybody that's trying to bring you down or people out there that's trying to say, oh, you doing this again? Oh, yeah, whatever. We'll see if it works. Don't ever listen to all that. Just go out there and just go get it. Number four is resilience. Resilience, Don't ever have the skin to take any negativity.
Shock absorber.
It's gonna bounce right back. It ain't ever gonna stay there because it ain't supposed to be there anyway. Number five is passion. Woo! Y'all can feel the passion from this video because we really love doing what we do. Right. And that's why we here dropping this video right now for every single one of y'all, for the few that are watching us. We really appreciate y'all and we love you guys, every single one of y'all. Hopefully this really helped somebody out there. Yeah. If it didn't, hopefully it helped you or helped somebody else that you know. Like and share this video. Let everybody else know what's going on. If you want to follow us more, hit that bell, the notification. Yeah. Hit the bell right there, somewhere on your screen. And look, guys, just go out there and live your life and be great. Because sky is not even the limit for you.
Yeah, that's right, guys. We will be back next Wednesday with another live video. If you are a tax professional who would like assistance leveling up your business, or if you're looking to get into the tax industry, we can definitely help. You can book a consultation using the link in the comment section. You'll get a link to call or to schedule a time to talk with us, and we will be happy to help you with your endeavors.
Yes,
right?
Yes, we will be. And we are just your neighborhood people. We just right here. You can always reach us. And we are real people, straightforward.
Right.
All right, y'all. Live your life and live your best life. Peace and love.
Until next time, peace and love.